either Do the Right Thing or Mo Better Blues. Those are two of my three favorite movies of all time. Obviously, Spike Lee.
I would probably be The Warriors. The Warriors is an amazing movie. I love that movie. I've watched it since I was a kid. I will be a 1971 Chevelle, which is a car, American muscle. Sleek, sexy. It roars. It's fast. It's a beast. I'm a beast.
The original black cement Jordan 3s. I got some on now, but they're not the originals. They're, obviously from maybe a year or two ago, whenever they were most recently re-released. But I would be the original OG releasing the day of. The way it took the world by storm. It was the first sneaker of its kind, the first sneaker of its price range, what it stood for, what it meant, and how universal it is. It's an all-purpose sneaker. It's the dopest sneaker ever, like me. So, if I were a district, I would be what I already am, which is Brooklyn, 100%. I don't even think it needs an explanation. As far as me, I would be Brooklyn.
And I would be Detroit. I love Detroit. It's a great place. It's full of life, full of character, full of resilience. Detroit is amazing, so I would be Detroit. I'll answer that again. I would be a 1971 Chevelle.
If I were a car, I would be a Range Rover. It's my favorite car, all-purpose vehicle. It's like the Jordan 3. The Jordan 3, the navy blue Yankee fitted with the gray bottom, and a Range Rover, all-purpose items. They go with any and everything. If you're in a Range Rover, you can hang out in the street and drink Hennessy, or you can take your woman to a Broadway show or a night on the town, Carnegie Hall, opera, things of that nature, jazz at Lincoln Center, jazz shows, dressed up, with a blazer or a suit, or you could throw on some jeans and Timbs or whatever and thug it out. Range Rover, hands down. The wide body, the new joint, the wide body, not the sport. The sport is cool, but not the sport. The big boy, the wide body. If I was to sign on the cap, I'd be a Yankee logo.
I think a lot of our answers are pretty predictable, but I would be the Old English D. That's on my hat right now. I don't know, man. I want to be, if I had a dream, my dream would be to just always be around family, always be around loved ones, be successful in my own light, be significant to not just the hip-hop industry, but to my children and impactful to my children. And one day they can always speak about me in a good light. My dreams and aspirations are very realistic. You know what I'm saying? So even though they're dreams and we're supposed to dream, outlandishly, but everything that I do and everything I dream about is real. It's realistic. So I'm a very just regular guy.
Yeah, same here, as far as my dreams being my reality. Thank God, it's a blessing that I'm able to do what I do for a living and love it. And this is what I've wanted to do since I was 9 years old, a little kid. So my dreams have become a reality. But if I had a dream, if I could have one dream to come true, so it would be dinner, unlimited, open-ended dinner one night with Malcolm X and Miles Davis.
If I was something French, I'd be French fries.
Maybe French bread. French bread, kind of, again, universal, versatile, multi-purpose. You cut it up, put it in the oven, cheese, butter, garlic, and turn it into garlic bread with pasta. You could keep it as is and make a sandwich out of it. You could honey and butter and use it for breakfast. So it's universal. You can do a lot with it. You see, I go with the car, the Yankee fitted. I go with the Jordan 3s, French bread, a lot of things that have versatility. I feel like musically I'm versatile, so maybe that's not such a coincidence. My Walkman. I had a Walkman. My first Sony was I had a million Walkmans, as we all did. My first Walkman was a My First Sony. It was red, and it had a string on it. It had like a a ribbon or whatever that you can hang it around your neck. So you can hang it around your neck like a lanyard almost. Yeah, and it was a My First Sony. It was red, and then it had the colorful buttons like white and green and yellow. And on the back, you could see through the back to see the tape, and it literally said My First Sony on it. And that Walkman is what has me where I'm at today. That Walkman is a big part of why I rap. So the My First Sony Walkman, what was that, 1990, 1991, something like that, yeah.
I say when I was about 8 or 9, which was about 88, 89, they had this commercial for this bike called the Huffy Expert, and it was a BMX bike. It was a BMX trick bike, and it was splattered with paint. It had white tires, it had the rotor, it was splattered with paint. It was like the most amazing bike I've ever seen in my life, and my parents got it for me for my birthday, and I cherished that bike. That bike went everywhere with me. I went everywhere with it. And it was probably one of the most amazing. It wasn't the most significant gift or the biggest gift I've ever gotten, but it was just one of those things that stand out in my childhood. I wanted that bike so bad, and I got it. And then a couple years later, it got stolen. So that was crazy. Yeah, it got stolen, man. I was mad. I was hurt. So probably that. You know what? It would be the New York Undercover theme song. Yeah, either that or I find myself when I'm traveling or I'm in the shower or wherever, I always sing or rap, because I sing it too. Even though it's a rap song, I sing it just to be. But mine's Playing Tricks on Me. From the Ghetto Boys. I know that song front and back, and I've been rapping that song since it came out, and it's something I still to this day always have stuck in my head. So
for me, anything Anita Baker is priceless to me. So a wall in the studio when Nas wrote "The World Is Yours."
If I was a wall, it would probably be the wall in the bar where my dad approached my mom. I just want to see that interaction. I want to see how all that went down. I mean, they can tell the story, but I want to see it and see how it all went down, how they met, how they interacted with each other, and, just how it went down for the rest of that, not for the rest of that night, because I want to know what went on the rest of that night. But just for them, maybe the first 20 minutes, 30 minutes of interaction. Peace.
Appreciative. Boom.